What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Doc Holiday. We back with another HBCU tonight. This is powered by HBCU Overdrive. Make sure that you like this stream. Make sure that you comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. Give everybody a round of applause. It is 12:33 right now, May 1st. So y'all know what they say: April shower equal May flowers. But at the end of the day, y'all know why we here. You see the title of the show for today. I know mostly everybody's watching Ken's live right now, and he has a lot to say. But before we get into all that, man, let me go ahead and run the good commercial right now, and we'll be right back in just a second. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also you can get birthday shout outs on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket. All right, man. Look, we are already here. You know what we're here for. So let's not go ahead and waste time. But before we do all that, man, like I said, we still want to go ahead and get the Drive to 205 initiative. I know today is May 1st. We have 2 more months until SWAC Media Day for football. We try to get down to Birmingham. We are a little bit over. We are close to. Not from what I'm thinking now, probably about almost close to $400 right now. So if you can, make sure you donate to the cause. We are halfway to our goal. And like I said, this is gonna pay for food, transportation, lodging, and fuel. Nothing less, none more, none less. All right, so we just want to go ahead and let people know what's going on. Let me get this last thing right here done. Well, I'll do it afterwards in a little bit. But look, we just gonna be here. I'm not gonna waste nobody's time. But Jackson State did hire a new head women's basketball coach, and she's not a stranger to the SWAC. So, we want to give a shout out and credence to Coach Richards, Margaret Richards, coming over from Alabama A&M, where, in a sense, she led the program for 8 years. And I'm going to try to go ahead and get my little Google going. Go ahead and get my little Google on right now. So, from what I got, like I said, from what I got earlier, so this is coming from the actual school, y'all. So this is a good thing. School controls the narrative. We want this to be the norm. School controlling the narrative. So Jackson State University Vice President and Director of Athletics Ashley Robinson has named Margaret Richards as the 7th head coach of the women's basketball program on Wednesday morning. And this is coming from him. He quotes, "I am excited to welcome Margaret Richards to Jackson State as our next head women's basketball coach. Uh, she is no stranger to the Southwestern Athletic Conference and success. While she has been in the conference, she has taken the program from the bottom of the standards to a contender. And when you look at leaders of your program, that's what you want. Our program has been at the top of the conference for the last 5 years, and we want to stay there. And I believe that we have brought in the right person to do just that." Richards, a 19-year collegiate coaching veteran, comes to Jackson State from Mercer. Let's get that going on right there. From Mercer, where she joined staff after an 8-year run as head coach at Alabama A&M, where she paced the Bulldogs to nearly 100 wins and 6 appearances in the Southwestern Athletic Conference tournament, including a run to the semifinals of the 2019-2020 event. Alabama A&M also reeled in 13 league victories due to 21-22 campaign on the way to a runner-up finish in the final SWAC regular season standings. So we're going to talk about her record. We're going to talk about her record in a little bit. So this is coming from Coach Richards. She says she wants to thank President Marcus Thompson and AD Ashley Robinson for giving me this amazing opportunity to serve as the head women's basketball coach at Jackson State University. When you look at the landscape of our sport in the SWAC, the standard over the last 5 years has been Jackson State. I am humbled and honored to be given this opportunity to serve the young women of our program and the Jackson State community. I understand the expectations and can't wait to get to work. So now here you go. Her time in Huntsville. Alabama A&M women's basketball program reeled in 6 all-conference honors, including a pair of first-team selections. Alabama A&M turned in a trio of winning seasons with her at the helm and put together an 8-game turnaround that bridged her first and second seasons. So this is pretty much coming in. So, like I said, she took 18 from the bottom. That was at the bottom. That was bottom feeding in the SWAC, and tried to turn it into a contender. Richards dove into the coaching world as an assistant at Kentucky State, where she played a key role in helping the Thoroughbreds have an 18-game turnaround across 2 seasons. In 2 years, she played a pair in helping lead Kentucky State to a 19-9 clip and a 4th-place finish in the SIAC to highlight the 2006-2007 campaign. A graduate assistant during Louisville's run to a 26-10 record and appearance in the NCAA Sweet 16, Richards was named head coach at St. Augustine's in time for the 2008-2009 campaign and led the Falcons to a 33-24 clip across 2 seasons, highlighted by an 18-10 record in a CIAA Western Division Championship in 2009-2010. During her time at St. Aug, the team had 2 All-CIAA and CIAA All-Rookie Team honors, while Richards was named CIAA Coach of the Week 6 times. Richards took on roles as an assistant coach at both North Texas and at Weber State before joining Western Kentucky prior to 2012-2013 campaign. During her time at Western Kentucky, the Lady Toppers compiled a 76-25 record, made 3 postseason appearances, including berths in both the 2013 and 2014 NCAA tournament. The West Kentucky carried the nation's 11th best field goal percentage on the way to a 30-5 record in Richards' final season on staff. Following Western Kentucky, y'all, Richard was hired on as an assistant coach at Clemson in time for the 2015-2016 season before being named as Alabama A&M's 5th head coach on June 2nd, 2016. Richards, okay, so this is her playing career. Richards played in 117 games where she started 69 of those games at Nebraska from 2000 from 20. No, I'm sorry. 1999 to 2004, and was voted as Nebraska's best defensive player as a senior after averaging close to 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists a game. She highlighted her playing career with 5 double-doubles, a Big 12 Player of the Week honor, and a trio of all-tournament team selections. Okay, so we all know press conference is going to be on May 6th at 11 o'clock on Monday at the AAC. So you want to go ahead and get down to it, get to the press conference. I say go ahead and get to the press conference. So look, she is the new head basketball coach for Jackson State women's basketball. What is her expectations for the program? What you saw last season from Alabama A&M, and we all have to be mindful that even though her record may not show, you're having to deal and recruit in a heavily football state. Alabama is a heavily football state. Of course, you have to deal with programs close to you, University of Alabama. You have Alabama State. You have Auburn University, South Alabama. I know North Alabama has joined in the fray in FC as a mid-major also. But I think the expectations of the program is to continue what Coach Reed has done, but also put the program in an image of what she is known for. She is known for being a good defensive coach. In a sense, it's the same thing as Coach Reed. We got to start off by her having last season having one of the best freshmen in the conference in Amaya Simmons, who averaged close to 12 points, 12 points a game. I think she had about three assists a game and like 4 rebounds. So once Coach Richards stepped down, she was not fired. Let's get this straight. She was not fired from Alabama A&M. She stepped down. All right. It was a shocking move from the athletic director that the athletic director had got. That she stepped down and she became, she went to Mercer. She went back to Mercer as an assistant coach. But I'm doing this and I'm looking at Ken and like I said, he's on right now doing this walk and everything. So y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight at 9 o'clock because we got a lot to talk about with that. But I'm doing this show right now because, of course, I had to be ready for work at 4 o'clock this evening. But at the same time, I agree with I agree with everything, close to everything what Ken is talking about. And the reason why I say it is that we have to sometimes like get over the fact that everybody ain't gonna be no Coach Reed in women's basketball, and everybody ain't gonna be no Coach Pride in college football. So I think A.D. Robinson got this coach in because he knew who to trust. And even though when it comes down to it, Coach Reed, her contract ended March 31st. We are at May 1st, so we had a whole month. Let's not think that let's not think that A.D. Robinson wasn't breaking out that Rolodex or on his phone, trying to see what, coaches are available. Like I said, uh, if that would have came about, I think he would have did more of his due diligence as far as having his short list. Because at the end of the day, as when you come in the management aspect, you you are expected to hire um, people that fits in the mold of what your vision is. And I say this, and I say this with all due respect. Um, we have to just kind of have to get out the mindset of when it comes down to college sports. We had to kind of get out the mindset of latching on folks. And I learned, in this business that that coaches come and coaches go. Players come and players go. But the brand is what stays the same. That's what I learned. Um, even when it comes to the business aspect, I've learned that in management, you are in the business of hiring and firing people. I just want people to understand people to um let me see, you got a lot of people in here. Um when you think about it too, when you think about it, uh Coach Reed contract ended on the 31st of March. Um we got put out of the first round of the NCAA tournament um 2 weeks prior to that. So in a sense, the national search, I feel like the national search was pretty much already had already started before. I think it started after um it started after the tournament. And I said not the full tournament, but after Jackson State got put out of the tournament. Uh, So I'm just putting it out there. She'd already made her peace. She she pretty much did what she pretty much did what she came to do. Um, she took over the sweat for 6 years. Out of six of those years, 5 of those years, we won them rings. Out of 5 of those years, 3 times we won the conference tournament. Uh, Finished runner up 1 time. Went to the NCAA tournament twice. Went to the NIT once. Got 2 players um, drafted to the WNBA. And now she takes on the role of being the head coach of the University of North Carolina, Charlotte. She is a 49er. She is going to be draped in green and gold. They've already kind of rolled out the red carpet for her. So now that is a distant memory. It is time for us to, as True Blue and Tiger Nation, to get behind the new head coach. And what other way to do it than to literally let's roll out the red carpet for her. Bring her to Jackson the right way. And I know we're gonna have a lot of people a lot of people ain't gonna disagree with this hire. They're not gonna agree with this hire. I'm gonna say that. They're not gonna agree with it. But at the same time, kind of like what Ken said, what other coaches are available right now where it is May 1st? Also, we have 4.5 months, 5 months to be exact, 5 months to be exact when the actual season get ready to start. Before they go to training camp and then when the season starts. Remember, the season starts during the middle of football season. So what other coaches available right now? And people gonna talk about swag retreads and stuff like that. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, people saying this, questions like questions like this on Twitter. Who was all the candidates for the coaching job? Because I hate seeing new hires from other SWAC schools that had losing records. Do y'all know the reason why she had a losing record at Alabama A&M? She was the 5th head coach at Alabama A&M women's basketball. So when the other coach was either fired or they resigned, she had to basically start from the bottom. She started from the bottom. And what makes you think that she's not going to do good at Jackson State? You gotta understand, man. When it comes to the year, the climate that we in, as far as with um as far as with uh what's the thing? with the transfer portal. I done got my words mixed up. And NIL, it really not even NIL. It's really the transfer portal. Um, like, you gotta get the ground running. You gotta hit the ground running. Gotta hit the ground running. The cupboard is bare in Jack State right now for women's basketball. Most of the players done either graduated, into the transfer portal. Um, Coach Rich is gonna have to hire a whole new coaching staff. She, but and I know she's on the phone for that. She probably been on the phone for that. She's probably got her coaching staff ready. The main thing is about the players. What to expect? I mean, not what to expect. How who can she call? Who can she get to come out of the portal? So now, um, who can she get to come out of the portal? I don't know. I don't know. What's going on, everybody? I think everybody's leaving out off of King Live. And come on in. Wipe your feet and like the stream. So let's get everybody on up in here. We got 81 folks up in here. What up, Tonyo? Miss Quay? Um, I know y'all just left King Live, so it's cool. I'm still waiting for folks to file in. But at the same time, uh, so I like this question, Ed. So you told me to keep it funky. I'm gonna keep it funky. You think this is a long-term hire, or we had to find somebody since Coach Reed left late, so this new coach is on a short lease? Hey, Ed, on the real, I don't think Coach Richards is on a short leash. I think AD Robinson is going to give her the opportunity to put together the program the way that she sees fit. It is up to us as the fan base to support her. But if we didn't really support Coach Reed, even when we was kicking everybody's ass in the SWAC and she was taking names and she was collecting rings like she freaking Thanos, what makes you think we'll be out there to support the new women's basketball coach? I'm not saying that to be judgmental. I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm not saying that to to do anything. I'm just saying if we have a in a sense, somewhat a crappy. Now, hey man, if anybody want to join me and jump on and give me their 2 cents, y'all, I mean, you are more than welcome to. Uh, I'll put the link into the chat so that y'all can jump on it. Just air your grievance out. We got Jay White, as of course, he's a A&M Bulldog. In fact, Jay White, but what's up, my bro? What's up, man? Tell people what we expect with Coach Richards, man, because I think she did a wonderful job this past season with Alabama A&M. Oh shoot, you boy is it? You said boy is at kids at recess. That man is an elementary school teacher. Said I'm getting tired of this microwave society that we're living in. I give everyone a chance, and I'm giving this hire a chance as well. Feel free how you feel, but let's get behind her. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. We need to get behind this new coach. Um, uh, I don't know the dynamics of where she's from and everything like that, but I mean we can go back and see. Um, and I like this one right here. Shout out to Miss Shanetta. She says Coach Richard is on the hunt for some dogs. Last time we checked, them Rains reside at 1400 J.R. Lynch Street. Come make sure they still reside there. Drop your film here and tag some dogs. And that's coming from the coach, y'all. Let's get the coach. So I'm a if she does a show, I probably gonna jump on, but I will be at work most of the time, and then my schedule got changed today because I don't get off of work until midnight. But retread. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody in college basketball is a retread. Everybody in college football is a retread. Unless you go young, unless you go new. Everybody's a retread somewhere in some way, shape, or form. Uh, and she she doesn't have a bad resume, bro. It was just the fact that people look at the record that she had at Alabama A&M, and we compare it to what we have here at Jackson, and it, it's not the same. It's not the same. Um, it's not the same because, like I said, when she took over the program at A&M, it was in shambles. It was in disarray. They was at the bottom of the barrel. You have to go look at the record from 2016 when she took over. I like this right here. This I would say her team don't give up during any game. They fight to the end, and I like that. I love that. I love that. That's a good that's something that we want in a quality, in a quality head coach. Now, let's be honest, y'all. Let's be real with ourselves. This season is going to be a struggle. And I'm not saying that we just gonna be assed out in the sweat. But it's gonna be a little bit of a struggle. It all depends on, like I said, it depends on who she recruit, what she get out of the portal. Because now it's all about and who she can get from the portal that actually jumped in the portal from Jackson State, who can actually buy into her program and everything. What's going on, Ellie? Um, and just buy into the vision that she has. Um, you know, I've gotten away from doing the celebrity splash hires and stuff like that. Um, I ain't worried about it now. I'm to the point where give me somebody that can recruit, that can rally around the community, and that can win. Give me somebody who was, who preaches defense, who can play up tempo, but who also can switch it up and play a half court set. Give me somebody who can know when to slow it down and when to speed it up. Boy, Ed, you about to get fired on your day off, bro. You about to get fired on your day off, son. But that's what I'm looking for. That's something that I'm looking for when it comes to a coach. You know? And then give me somebody who knows the conference from top to bottom. Give me somebody who knows give me somebody who knows the conference. But when I do more research, because this this was dropped in my lap pretty much the same time everybody else saw it. And I'm just trying to figure out what everybody's thought process is. You know, we gotta go through our little stages of grief and everything. And yes, Quake, I'm gonna talk about that too. I'm gonna talk about that too. So be right back. And we'll get to that also. Be right back. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also, you can get birthday shoutouts on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket. All right, we back, y'all. Appreciate everybody for joining me. So let me go ahead and get this set up right here. get this going. Let's see. Hope it's in here. Not. Let's see something. All right. And let's see something. All right, man. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love this hire. Uh, I love this hire right here from Coach TC right here. So, so Jackson State, we still in the business of hiring people and good people to come to the program. Look, we got Chris Orr is hired as the linebackers coach. What to expect? And let me go ahead and get my face up off of here. But what to expect from Coach Orr coming in as the new linebackers coach? Oh my goodness! Let me go ahead and read off this man's resume right here. Let me check something out here too. All right, let me read out this man's resume. Can y'all hear me if you can? All right, there we go. All right, yes sir, yes sir. Appreciate you, man. Uh, so we got Chris Orr coming in from used to be former linebacker at Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin, was a dog at University of Wisconsin. I could tell you more of his background. I'm going to go ahead and get this out the way. All right, so my man graduated from DeSoto High School here in DeSoto, here in the DFW area. Brother, his brother, other brother played football his brother Zach. He got two of them, so he got Zach and Nick. Zach played football. Both all three of them played football at DeSoto High School. Uh, uh, Zach played at North Texas, and then Nick played safety um, at TCU. So he has a this man has a pretty much a pretty football pedigree. Dad Terry Orr played 8 seasons in the NFL. Uh, uh, back in the 80s. I'm not even gonna go into what happened with him with his dad, but y'all could go in and check out the bio. Google and Wikipedia is free. So I forgot his other brother Terrence. Terrence is say he's an offensive coordinator for Hebron High School, which is north of Dallas, Louisville area. Of course, Nick and Chris and Zach. I mean, Nick and Zach, um, former NFL players also. Zach, defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens. Um, and then Nick is he's trying to get on the I think he was last in the USFL uh, in 2019. So we gotta, pretty much this is a great pedigree that we have coming in. Um, Zach Zach actually played football from he actually played with um, names slips my mind. He actually played football with Von Miller. I forgot about that. He did play football with Von Miller in high school. So at that time, man, when he was at DeSoto, they had a monster team back in the day with him and his brothers. Um, Chris went to go play. Um, so Chris went to go play at University of Wisconsin. We talking about a kid that actually played with Jonathan Taylor on that team. Um, I can't say too much anything about him, man, but it is great that we are getting all this. We're getting this talent coming in, especially as a linebacker. Him coming in as a linebackers coach, played linebacker at Wisconsin, played in the NFL, and young. Let's just keep it a bean, y'all. He's young. He's 26 years old. His birthday is next month. So it is a good thing that it's a good thing that TC is getting coaches uh, um, that are hungry, that wants to play, that wants to coach, and what do I expect? I expect for him to teach him how to tackle, form tackle. Don't fill in the gaps. You know, uh, don't whiff at a tackle because You need somebody that's in the room right now that is almost close to some of these kids' age and let them know what it is that they doing wrong. Can you accept constructive criticism? That is the main thing. Can you accept it? Can you accept constructive criticism? Constructive criticism is not meant to tear somebody down. Constructive criticism is meant to give you feedback on what you're either lacking in or what you just need to improve on. It is up to you to take it how you want to take it. But it's not a knock to your intelligence, not a knock to say that you can't think for yourselves or anything like that. But I think some of these kids right now in this program need that constructive criticism. You know, we got a young head, you got a young head coach in TC Taylor. Man, my man ain't number 45, man, 44, 45, man. We got, you know, we got young assistant coaches and stuff like that. We got, you know, position coaches that is young and hungry. We talking about Coach James, who's the D-line coach. My man is hungry out there, y'all. Hungry. Um, and I see, we'll see what the difference is gonna be when the season starts and when we get into fall camp. So when we get to fall camp, you're gonna see a whole totally different linebacker core with Jackson State. And this is crazy because this is the second position coach that he's gotten that has ties to the DFW area. Um, you got Coach Marshall is from the DFW area, went to Ennis High School. I've said this, played over and over again. Ennis High School, went to University of Houston, played under Art Browse at University of Houston, played under a legendary head coach in high school under Sam Harrell. And it's been everywhere in the HBCU ranks. Last place, like we said, was Norfolk State with Chris Orr. Of course, like I said, DeSoto High School, great talent, great pedigree coming out of that high school right there. Even though it's my rival, I'm just be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it a bean, even though it's my rival. But you damn right, I like my Texas folks, Brandy. Cause why? You get you somebody from Texas that eats, sleeps, and talks football 24/7, 365, and it was a leap year 366. And if you're a dope dealer, 25/8. But you get somebody that can go into those rooms that you've never been into before. And Chris Orr, his last position at University of Wisconsin, he was in charge of player development. Yeah, he had some people would. I love my Texas folks, but I put it just like this. I like this. I like this hire. Um, Something different. Um, and but yeah, I just love this hire right here. At some point we just have to get behind the programs and trust the coaches with the programs. Yeah, 25, but yeah, I got a little, I still got a little hood in me. Still got a little hood in me. You know, is what I see every day. But anyway, like I said, congratulations to Coach Richards, named the new women's head basketball coach uh, for Jackson State. Shout out to Chris Orr, Coach Orr now, Coach Orr, new linebackers coach for Jackson State football. Um, so let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. I don't care if anybody see this, but let's get into it, y'all. Let me write this banner out. Damn, I can't even spell today. I'm tripping. I don't know what's up with this, y'all. I just want to talk about this because this has been all on Twitter all the last couple of days, y'all. This has been on Twitter the last couple of days. What Colorado drama? What's going on in the mountains? Hey, this is a midday show, so we pick what I pick what I want to put on here. But at the end of the day, what's going on in the mountains, y'all? Because my man said it was good. It was good up in the mountains. It was cool. He loved it. It's fresh air, no crime, and all this other stuff. But you got your star quarterback, aka your son, aka your bill, your wannabe meal ticket, um, going on a Twitter space and dogging folks. He felt like that was mid. Um, the kid, man, Xavier Smith, uh, gets on on Twitter, and he basically said that kind of like what Cormani was saying, or like a couple weeks ago, that um, is more like a circus in Boulder than an actual football program. When I ain't saying, I'm not trying to say that's what that's what is happening, but coming from the kid, um, Mr. Smith, he said like it is a circus. Cormani said the same thing. Cormani said, "Look, I ain't trying to come here for no clicks and nothing like that. I'm trying to come here and play football." And at the end of the day, do you want to be remembered as a great football player or as a person who just there for the clicks and views and stuff like that? And so I'm gonna be honest with you, keep it a bean. Um, the clicks and views is good. What up, Deputy Mario? The clicks and views are good, but at the same time, you still got to win football games. Because the last 2 years for Colorado football, you are 5-19. 5 wins in the last 2 years. What does that say about your program? last season, you went 4-8. You started off hot, 3-0. You know what I'm saying? You beat the national runner up from the national championship game the year prior in TCU. You go to you had Nebraska come to your house. You know what I'm saying? You ran away with that game. You played a great game, against Colorado State, even though Travis Hunter got knocked out of the game. I got you. Mr. Campbell. Then the downslide comes. Talk all that noise about Oregon. They came and spanked you. They could have put 60 on you in that game. They spared. They gave you mercy. Southern Cal, there was no defense in that game whatsoever. UCLA, that whole defense came after you. Oregon State, it was a close one. Stanford, you had a receiver that didn't have no stats in the first half get off on you for almost 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. What's up, Mr. Evan? And you lose the game. Your star cornerback gets toasted. Hey, I mean, every dog has his day. Every dog has his day. All right. But at the end of the day, man, you still gotta win. And let's not forget Utah being your daddy for the last couple of years. So now you're going into a new home. Really ain't a new home. It was your home for over, pretty much it's your home for about 15 years. You know, you was in the new home, old home for 15 years. Now you come back because, hey, your conference commissioner is a dumbass. Go back home, go back to the Big 12. But it ain't the same Big 12 that you thought it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? The last time Colorado was even mentioned in the Big 12 and made the Big 12 championship, I don't even like this team. Never liked it. But University of Texas put 70 on y'all. That's the last time y'all played in a conference championship game in the Big 12. And Vince Young and company put 70 on y'all. You talking about the same Vince Young, Houston Madison, Hiram Clark. You know how it is. H-Town. But he put 70 on y'all. Bruh, I'm not giving y'all more than 4 games this year to win. And you want to talk about somebody mid, somebody capping. And this is coming from your quarterback. See, it's kind of funny because, in a way, he didn't do none of that stuff when he was at Jackson State. But now he get up to Colorado and he say a lot. He say a lot now. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Just want to be like his daddy. Daddy ruffle feathers. When he was in college football, NFL, he ruffled feathers. But I'm gonna be real honest with you, Ed. They ain't winning 7 games. They ain't winning 7 games. I promise you. They ain't winning. They not winning 7 games. And if North Dakota State come into their house and beat them, all of Twitter is gonna be ablaze. Social media is gonna be ablaze because you lost to one of the. First of all, you lost to one of the premier FCS schools in the nation, and then two, you lost to North Dakota State. You know, you had to start running back last season, Dylan Edwards. He didn't want to be. He don't want to be a part of that. He left. Guess where he at? He at Kansas State. Said he was gonna go back home. Yeah, try getting into it with kids, man. Talking about he gonna be a top 5 pick. Where you gonna be at? And that come from your head coach. And it was some. I remember my mama said this to me. I remember my mom said this to me the day we hired Dion, and the first game he had against Edward Waters in the COVID season. She was like, I want to root for him, but I hope he don't. But she's like, knowing how Dion is, and my mom's a football fan, but my mom's also a realist. She was like, in the sense, she was telling me, watch what's gonna happen. I ain't saying 99 boo boo, but he gonna do some bullshit to try to get himself out of Jackson. Because now he got it on his resume. And we got 136 watching this from between YouTube and Twitter. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the donation button. Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, Super Chat. We do got the Drive to 205 initiative still going. Just to let everybody know. So, we still have this going. July 16th, 2024 is the SWAC Media Day. Let's get myself down there. We are halfway to our goal. So, let's roll. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. But anyway, man, look, he going in on kids today. That means, dude, you don't need to worry about what these kids talking about. Let the kids handle the other kids, the ones that left and everything. And to be honest with you, Shador should not even put that damn space out. Because you want to know why? NFL scouts are looking at that. Owners are looking at that. GMs are looking at that. And then they're going to look at your daddy sideways. Like, what type of program are you running? What type of program are you running? Do I want to have this on my? Do I want to have this in my in my organization? Nah. Hi. Appreciate you. Deputy Mario, appreciate you. And I got this is a tweet, a post from uh, Turtle Toes himself. He said 0.41%, 0.41% of college football players made NFL opening week rosters in 22. Wow, 2016 players on NFL active rosters, and the average career is only 3.3 years. Wow. Okay. Um, and we got folks in here. You got folks on there that is going to be on their knees. You got folks that's on Twitter gonna be on their knees and try to serve somebody that ain't gonna give their not an ounce of following. And this is coming from my boy Gerald. He said, I just don't think coach needs to be engaging into that stuff on social media. Kids would be kids, but he's pushing 60. Appreciate you, Unc. Appreciate you, Unc. Yes, sir. He said, drive to 205. Thanks for the donation. Deputy Mario for the donation also. But anyway, I just came on here to do a little short, you know what I'm saying? Do a little short live since I won't be able to do it tonight because I don't get off to 10. I mean, now I get off at midnight again. Um, and also, I won't be able to go live until Friday because I work tomorrow also. But we got some things going on. Just had to put this out there. Congratulations again to Coach Margaret Richards, who is the new head women's basketball coach for Jackson State University. Congratulations to Chris Orr, who is now the new linebackers coach for the Tigers football team. And everybody who comes on here to support the channel. I appreciate everybody for joining me today throughout your, in your spare time. But look, we got some things going. Like I said, we got things going on, and if you still want to go ahead, like I said, and donate to the cause, make sure Drive 205 Sweat Media Day, July 16th, 2024. It's going to be epic. You're going to see me out there interviewing the players, the coaches. We also going to try to go ahead and interview other media outlets, podcasters. Try to see if I can go on KC 1400 or they can come to me or whatever. How we gonna do this, man? I just want to be able to go out there and bring y'all good content of what I want to try to do, and you know how this would turn out, man. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for joining me today. Can't thank y'all enough, as always. So also, let me get back to my regular screen. Also, today, what's up? What up, man? Also, I think Jackson State the softball team, had their last game. This week. Ending the season 29-17 overall, 16-8 in conference on a 2-game winning streak right now. They won, yesterday against Alabama A&M. How ironic. 7-2 at the JSU softball field. Now they're getting ready for SWAC tournament play starting next Tuesday, May 7th. That will be in Gulfport, Mississippi at the Gulfport Sportsplex. So the tournament runs from May 7th through May 10th. So on the 10th, we will crown a new softball champion coming up. And in baseball, because that is what the season we're in right now, baseball and softball. Baseball, I did stream the baseball game on Sunday. We had a long rain delay. They started to play back up, and something should have told me to go back on live and start it back up. But on Sunday, we did lose to FAMU 12-0. I had my issues about that. But we got a good break because this week is finals week and graduation. So let's give it up for those kids that are graduating this Saturday. And then the baseball team will be in Ilabena for a 3-game series against Mississippi Valley. And I got to see if I think those games will be streamed. Also, let me see. I think they probably be streamed on Valley Sports Network. May 7th, next Tuesday, they are going to Lafayette to play University of Louisiana. And then they start a 3-game series in Jackson against Bethune-Cookman May 10th through the 12th in Jackson. And those That will be on the Jackson State Sports Network. And the we end the season. We end the season in Huntsville, Alabama, against Alabama A&M, May 16th through the 18th, and that is the final 3 games of the season. So we need to make an actual push for the conference tournament. Right now, we are sitting in. I think we are sitting fourth in the East. So we have to kind of we gotta make some we gotta make ground up when it comes to the on the baseball side. So make sure y'all if even though school's gonna be out, those last 3 games at home against Bethune Cookman, make sure we go and support those kids out there for the last home game. And then the SWAC tournament starts. I think the SWAC tournament for baseball starts that the following week. So, and that will be in Atlanta, Georgia. So y'all make sure y'all make your way if you are in the ATL area. In the ATL area, make sure y'all go ahead and check out the SWAC baseball tournament. If you down in Gulfport, make sure you check out the softball tournament in Gulfport next week. That's a good question. Man, my man Ed been coming up with some great questions. Who do you personally choose to go to SWAC Media Day player-wise for JSU? So, player-wise, I would say on the defensive side, if he's sending just an offensive defensive representative, on the defensive side, I would send Isaias. From the defensive side, and from the offensive side, I would probably go with J-Mo, Jacobian, QB1, until it's taken away from him. Let's get that squared away. Yeah, they didn't do anything after that rain delay, bro. I ended up turning it off, started talking about some other things, but um, they didn't do too much. They didn't make no noise after that, y'all. But I wish, if my time, my schedule permits, I will stream the 3 game series for the Bethune Cookman game, which will be here, not here in Dallas, but in Jackson. You right. Mr. Edwin, it depends on who's still there and who the coach thinks will be there through December. This portal is real. It is real. And there's something that we just have to think about. And then, I want to put this out here. Like I said, coaches come, coaches go. Players come, players go. But what is going to remain the same and the standard is that brand. It don't matter if it's it don't matter if it's FAMU, Jackson State, A&M, Bama State, whatever SWAC school, even in the Power 5, Power 4, whatever you want to call it now. I call it Big 3 plus 1. It was something that Ken said. John Calipari, out of all the places to go to, you go to Fayetteville, Arkansas, to be the head basketball coach of the Razorbacks. And I said Nola Richardson ain't walking through that door no more. But at the same time, that man took everybody from his staff with him. And then Kentucky hired Mark Pope, who played at Kentucky under Rick Pitino back in the day from BYU. Guess what? He taking his coaching staff from BYU to Kentucky. So, it's one of them things where you just have to kind of just be like, thank them, wish them well, congratulate what they did for the school, and let's move on to the next coach. Let's move on to the next player. What Miss Shanetta say all the time. All right, next coach up. Let's go. And let's go. Next coach up. Next player. Next man up. It's all you're gonna have a next man mentality, next man up mentality. Um. So at the end of the day, let's see now. My damn phone is buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. Uh, all right. So pretty much the rest of the team is gone. So of course, Layla Walker, Jalea Hickman, Daphne, Alexis, and Madison Rochelle, they all are in the portal. So we are pretty much starting anew with the women's basketball team. And that is to be expected. That is to be expected, but it is what it is. Let's see what you got. I bet the coaches were caught off guard when they left. I will assure you they wouldn't have been there if they thought they would leave unless it was a carrot to keep them locked in. But yeah. Like I said, appreciate Coach for what she done. So we on a new chapter. We on a chapter of Coach Richards. You are correct. They could be convinced to come back. But most of those players came for Coach Reed. Most of those players came for Coach Reed. They ain't come for the brand. They came for the coach. But y'all, I'm about to roll up out of here. I had to get myself ready for work. Fix my lunch and stuff, and then roll up out of here. But I know I put this on Twitter the other day on the 29th. So April 29th was the day that I was initiated into Alpha Phi Omega, National Service Fraternity Incorporated, spring 2006. On the campus of Stephen F. Foster State University. Yes, I had I keep telling people I had a little small stint at the PWI. So I just jumped on Twitter and kind of put something out there. It has been a great 18 years being in this organization. 2 more, I'll be hitting 20. Um, shout out to my line brothers. um, shout out to my line brothers. I love y'all. Even though I'm the tail of the group and pretty much one of the more level-headed people of the group. Made my time in when we were online for 10 weeks. 10 weeks was second to none. So yeah. I appreciate y'all for giving me the opportunity to join an illustrious organization. Um, and next year we'll celebrate in 2025 because our centennial is next year. We will be celebrating our centennial as a fraternal organization, and I can't wait. Um, and then the year after that, gonna hit 20. We're gonna try to do some big things for our line right there, for brothers. Uh, as y'all see, but so I just had to put that out there. If they do hear it, if I send it to them, clip it and send it to them, just want to let them know that we always gonna be brothers, even if we disagree on something. We always gonna be brothers. So, um, love y'all. And appreciate y'all for what y'all have done for me, and I appreciate um, and send the same appreciation back what I have done and meant for y'all. Um, so this is something that is a momentous occasion. Um, other than that, look, appreciate everybody for joining me. Make sure you like the channel, share, comment, subscribe, become a Overdrive family member for the low price of $4.99. This has been episode 44 of HBCU Tonight, season 2. Y'all already see what the title is. Um, I will stream, depending on what time I have to be at work on Monday, more than likely. I will stream the press conference for the new women's basketball coach. I will stream the press conference so that way y'all will be able to see it, and we just gonna enjoy it. Let's strap up, join the ride, y'all. I'm your boy Doc Holiday. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Hug your loved ones, and man, stay dangerous. Until then, you will see me on the flip side. And don't forget to hit the Cash App, the PayPal, the Zelle, or the Super Chat for a donation to the channel and to the initiative. We out this thing. Y'all will see me more than likely Friday afternoon. Peace.